Welcome to the fourth installment in my series about Moliere's The Imaginary Invalid. I'm Mechelle Leon of the University of Kansas. I directed a production of this classic comedy for the University Theater in 2016. The clips you'll see are from that production. The Imaginary Invalid is in a form that Moliere pioneered, the comedy ballet. This is a kind of prototype of musical theater, except the play is separate from the music and the dance interludes. And the story of the play and the interludes are typically parallel, not intertwined. So in The Imaginary Invalid, the play itself has 3 acts, preceded by a ballet prologue and 3 musical sequences following each act. The third one, which comes at the end of the play, is described as a, quote, burlesque ceremony making a man into a doctor. Now, Moliere's comedy ballets can often be produced as plays in themselves without their musical elements. And that's true for Imaginary Invalid, except we cannot do without that burlesque ceremony at the end of the play, because it concludes the plot, which is as follows. Argan allows his daughter Angelique to marry Clitandre, but that leaves him with the problem that began the play. Argan wants a doctor in the family. So Argan's brother Berald comes up with a great solution. He suggests that Argan himself become a doctor.
But brother, a thought has just come to my head. Why don't you become a doctor yourself? It'd be much more convenient to have everything you want within yourself.
It's true. That's the sure way to cure yourself.
Brother, I think you are flattering me. I'm far too old to study medicine.
Who said anything about study? You know well.
Berald says something I'm sure we can all appreciate. Study isn't necessary. It's the diploma that matters. Well, it's Berald's plan to put Argan through an academic ceremony through which he will be declared a doctor. Now, the problem with this musical finale is that it is impossible to translate into English. Moliere's text is a mashup of French, Italian, and Dog Latin. Even if one attempts an English translation, and quite understandably few translators do, how does one convey the crazy use of language? And if translated, what to do with the original music provided by the 17th century composer Marc-Antoine Charpentier? My solution was to write an original version of the musical finale that reflects the essence of what I saw Moliere doing with his finale, making crazy fun of the medicine and the doctors of his day. My lyrics for the finale were set to original music by Michael Wysong with choreography by Leslie Bennett.
Multo learned professors, trade distinguished doctors of faithful executioners. I mean practitioners. Of our esteemed profession, that honorable invention, medicine, medicina, medicinum. Nosotros gathered here today to welcome our new protege.
Hop, nosotros gathered here today. Hop, we welcome our new protege.
Who today could live without us? Our remedies are so sensible. Lyrica, Humera, Viagra, unite us. Sans prescriptus, no dispensable.
Sans prescriptus, no dispensable. Sans prescriptus, no dispensable. This gentleman here, hopeful Dr.-ish to join our company, that's his wish. We must now examine him, test his knowledge and acumen, to see if his abilify is worthy-ish. To see if his abilify is worthy-ish. To see if his abilify is worthy-ish. Procor, Plavix, Xanax, Tamiflu. Zopor, Plavix, Xanax, Tamiflu. Zopor, Plavix, Xanax, Tamiflu. Zopor,
max lax to the max, then a little senna. Let him bleed, but not too much, that's sure to make him better.
Better, what is doing in the minute? Hey, doctor, doctor, what a doctor you'll be one today.
Multi-learned professors, truly distinguished doctors, I ask a question problematic. Tell me how to treat the asthmatic.
Try some X-Lax to the max, then a little senna. Let him bleed, but not too much, that's sure to make him better.
Better, what is doing in the minute? Hey, doctor, doctor, what a doctor you'll be one today.
Wait! This sick man here who has fallen into my arms has a high fever that's increasing. Great pain in the head, great discomfort on the side, and the utmost difficulty to breathe. Now, please tell me, what would you do?
Try some X-Lax to the max, then a little senna. Let him bleed, but not too much, that's sure to make him better.
What would you do with a rheumatic?
I'd make him asymptomatic.
What if he had diphtheria?
I'd send him to Siberia.
Supposing you found tuberculosis.
I'd kick it right in the assmosis.
If he had a relapse?
Rinse and repeat.
Do you swear to uphold our statutes as the faculty has prescribed with good sense and judgment?
I swear.
To follow in all consultations and received ideas, whether they are good or bad.
I swear.
To never take any remedy that does not come from us, even if the sick man falls low and dies of his illness.
I swear.
And now, the oath of hypocrisy. I solemnly swear
To
uphold this statement.
uphold this statement.
First, do nothing
First, do nothing
without payment.
without payment.
We solemnly uphold our statement. First, do nothing without payment.
We solemnly uphold our statement. First, do nothing without payment.
Then, as Dean of the Faculty of Doctors, in the county and the land of Douglas, I welcome you most regally.
But you have to do it legally.
Yes, there's one thing that they have that you have not got, a diploma. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Universitatis Medicinus Cantiensis, I hereby confer upon you the honorary degree of QED.
QED?
Doctor of Quackology.
Oh, joy! Rapture! Today, I am a doctor!
In formulating this ending, I had the creative team look at clips of Marx Brothers movies, like the Duck Soup Going to War musical number or Hooray for Captain Spaulding. There's a kind of delirious, nonsensical humor in Moliere that we can access by thinking about him in more contemporary terms, and the Marx Brothers are a great example. While what is not humorous is that Moliere died shortly after the fourth performance of this play in February 1673. Next week, the final episode in this series, I'll talk about that fateful event. For more information about the actors and designers of this production, please visit kutheater.com.